Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Demon World 2 Alternative. Now we are on the second floor of Grey Lord Manor, and hopefully this time, we could finish off the last boss. Because I'm promised myself to not open any treasure boxes here, because I'm traumatized now since they kind of locked two of the most important feature of the beetle, of my beetle last time, and that is the what was it again? And it was the shooter gun and also my map. They took down my map and they took out my item gun. So yeah, fuck treasure boxes. I hate it. Specifically the ones here, right? I mean, the ones in other places doesn't really destroy my map and or my shooter gun, so I kind of like them. Alright, so far so good. We'll probably need to do one more. But who? Who should we do? Okay, Brush should be in a good position. Shauna Bomb, guard with you. One more Plug Bomb. Always getting interrupted. Thanks a lot, buddy. Oh, I totally forgot. Well, we failed that one. I mean, we could just destruction grenade here, guard there, and also put branch terrain here. Let's see if we manage to win this turn. No, damn it. It wasn't enough. The branch train wasn't enough. Oh god. We're gonna have one more turn. Oh god. charm. Okay. Oh, you can feel the heart metal dropping when Machine Dramon kind of drops himself, right? After the attack. It sounds really cool. Like it's Bushido was just full metal, right? Alright, let's go. Let's go. Oh, there it is. Alright. Kinda good sign there. Kinda a good sign. Okay, we've been through this. Where is it again? I think they didn't change this one, this floor. The last time we were here. Is it over here? It is over here. Okay, good. Don't remember if it was here before. Not, but yeah. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of news lately. Well, mostly gaming news, right? A lot of one of the things that kind of interests me is that Nintendo is getting sued because of how they tried to block the Switch 2. If you ever tried to use the Mix Switch. So if I'm not mistaken, it was somewhere in Brazil that they're getting sued because of that practice. You know, although in general it does feel like it's very anti-consumer. Like if you already bought an item, right? You should be allowed to do anything to that particular console or item that you bought, because it's yours now. It is your right to use it. Oops, sorry. But yeah, it was something, right? And also there has been, like, I think Nintendo was announcing that they would have a price change to their game, like pretty much soon. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, Nintendo is trying to. It is fully on that greedy path line, and I'm glad I kind of switched off. Get the pun? I'm glad I kind of switched off of Nintendo real quick. Like, I think one of the things that I couldn't, I couldn't accept, right? It's the fact that a lot of Nintendo games, even the older games, like even if it's like what 2-3 years and already been proven like it was shit, like, right, shitty game still, but it was, and also it was like 2 or 3 years old by the time, and it is still at the same price as launch, and I was like, are they kidding? Like, you think we'll accept this? Like, is this a thing that you expect us to accept, right? Like, this doesn't... I'm just so baffled about it. You expect me to pay, like, a launch... you expect me to pay a launch price for an average game that has been around, like, 2 to 3 years already? Like, You really expect me? Do you guys really expect me to say yes to this? No. No way. Not gonna happen. That practice is so anti-consumer. And here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. Nintendo doesn't want to, specifically, right? Nintendo doesn't want its main games to have lower prices, even in the distant future. But the problem here becomes, well, then distributor, you don't really have the incentive to lower their prices, even though they are struggling to find people to buy Nintendo games, right? Because they don't. Because why should they? Even Nintendo doesn't want to lower the prices, so why should they, right? They'll be selling at they'll be selling at a loss at that point if they did it. So yeah, that is one of the things that I cannot accept practices from Nintendo. That was kind of like the trigger that sparks me to kind of like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna buy any other Nintendo products from here on out, you know. And plus, I don't really have, well, I do have a nostalgia specifically for Pokemon, but not that much, right? Not to the point of where I'm gonna buy it regardless it is shit or not. No. I see shit, I get out. Like Sukamon. Look at Sukamon. He is the literal shit Digimon. But Sukamon is less shit than Nintendo. What do you make of that, right? Although I'm just glad that a lot of Nintendo nostalgia or nostalgic fans are finally opening up, like they're all finally opening their hearts and also opening their brains to the shitty practice that Nintendo has been doing throughout the years, right? I'm so glad that that is coming to fruition. It's coming to the surface. Glad everyone's is realizing that, you know what, it's shitty and we don't want any part of it. I'm out. Although the very big struggle here is the content creator space. The content creator space has a dilemma to it, right? Like a lot of their content really depends on either Nintendo console or Nintendo games, and or even both, right? Or even both. And they kind of struggle with that. They kind of struggle to they kind of struggle to not do it or detach themselves from it, right? From Nintendo products. And I get it; it's their livelihood. It is their livelihood. They can't really help about it, right? But again, I feel like it's a bit disingenuous, right? Like a lot of people trust them to be at least to be as objective as they can. I mean, I appreciate if they kind of said in their video that, you know what, this is a shitty practice. I acknowledge it, but you know, but I'm still gonna do Nintendo content. I do appreciate a lot of the content creator that does mention that or said that in any of their video, right? At least try to warn your audience about how shitty practices are being done by Nintendo and a lot of the AAA gaming company as well. Like, I appreciate content creator that does that because it feels genuine, right? It feels genuine if you started with that, right? feels genuine that they do hate this practices by the practices that has been done by Nintendo. But then they do also acknowledge that, you know what, I'm still gonna buy it because, you know what, it's my livelihood. I can't really stray off from it currently, and because of a lot of things in their life. I get it. I do respect it, but I respect it more if they, say it before the whole, you know what, I'm gonna buy it anyway. Like, bro, what gives, right? I think one of the largest. Well, I would say the largest, right? I think one of the largest. What do you call it? Hypocrites. Yeah, one of the largest hypocrites that is in the content creator that I've kind of heard about was Mutahar, the some ordinary gamers guy, which has been very. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the critiques from Mutahar about the gaming industry has been on point, has been accurate, and it has been, I would say, objectively right. But then again, action speaks louder than word. Like, I think Mutahar or some ordinary gamer has been like this great advocate against the practices that Nintendo or any AAA gaming company has done. And I do agree. Yeah, sure. But then he eventually he told people to not. He told his audience not buy the Switch 2, right? And all because it is a very mediocre console, and also the shitty practice they done with their games as well, and the pricing, of course. But then he bought it anyway, without kind of disclosing, you know what, I'm still gonna buy it because we need it for content and blah blah blah. It's weird, right? It's weird. It feels like, you know what? I feel like is this a betrayal? Are you a traitor? It feels like that, right? You question yourself. Have I been betrayed or something? Oh wait, no, okay. I thought we were going on the wrong at the wrong direction here, but no. But yeah, I just wish they wouldn't, wouldn't lie about it or hide the facts about it, right? If you are going to be the voice of reason on the shitty practice that a lot of this AAA gaming company or $1 million gaming company does, then I wish you stand up. I hope you have some integrity towards your action, right? Is that feels like a slap on your face, a slap on your face. That feels like a slap to your audience, right? Like, haha, now I have the Switch too, and you guys don't have. It's like, bro, it was because of you that we don't have it. Because we listened to you. That we specifically didn't want to buy the Switch 2 because of their shitty practices. Like, the fuck? And you bought it anyway? What the hell are you doing? Again, disclose it. Disclose it before you do it, right? Here's the main point. Disclose it before you actually bought it. Before you actually do it. I appreciate that. But the problem is you didn't even tell them. We have to kind of like see it first, right? And holy shit, he's holding one. He's holding a Nintendo Switch, which he repeatedly told us that Nintendo is a shitty company doing shitty practices. Don't support them in any shape or form, especially with your money, right? Again, it feels disingenuous, in my opinion. It's kind of like, well, yeah, it does feel like when a content creator, you know, have this video, right? It turns out the whole video was just an ad for a sponsor's product. They made like this badass video, which turns out to be a whole advertisement. The betrayal felt like that, right? I mean, they're not really lying. It's just they just didn't disclose the truth. That's mostly it. It's kind of lying, right? Disclosing the truth is kind of lying, but not really. It's not really blatantly, right? It's not really blatant lying. Again, I hate those kind of. Again, if you are a content creator that are dependent your life, again, but the problem is, some ordinary gamer doesn't really depend on Nintendo products for their livelihood, right? And it is just baffling to me. It's very weird, very weird. Like, if it's like, whose channel is it? Is it Beat 'em Up? I'm pretty sure it was Beat 'em Up. Like, that channel is specifically all about Nintendo, right? Nintendo product, specifically Switch. Like the Switch one, he covered everything, all the games, all the shitty Nintendo eShop that's in the Switch 2, also in the Switch 1. So yeah, I get it. If it's a channel like that, I get it. How no matter what shitty practice Nintendo is going to do, they'll still going to get Nintendo products because it is their livelihood. I mean, I can't really blame them for it, right? So I do wish, at the very least with Beat 'em Up, he tries to be critique. You know, he tried to be as critique as he can, as much as he can. Even though he is reviewing like a lot of Nintendo stuff and a lot of Nintendo services, but he is still objective in my eyes, at least. He's still objective on the shitty practices that Nintendo does, and all the shitty games that they overpriced it. And I do appreciate a content creator that is like that. Like even though all of your livelihood does depend on this one shitty company, but at the very least, if they're being shitty, call them out. Call them out, and kind of disclose if you are still going to buy their products, just that you don't support their practices. At the very least, say that. Tell that before buying any of their products, just to feel like you're still being genuine. But now I feel like it's whatever, right? But I do feel that the move that Mutahar made was such a shitty move. Like, it is very unreal. Oh, speaking of being very ungenuine, so I think when this was recorded, I think it was last week when this was recorded, when this video was recorded, Penguin Zero Charlie made made a video regarding the Stop Killing Games movement and versus Pirate Software. And holy shit, the amount of content creator that exploded because of that has been huge, buddy. Because of course it's mostly because of the space is more gamer than not, right? That, and also we are here listening to someone that said they didn't lie that happens to be lying. It's weird, right? It's weird. It's like, oh no, it's like they're trying really hard to gaslight the audience that's watched this video, saying that they're wrong and they misunderstood. But we all know the fact that he did it was to cover his ass, right? Because he is a game developer, and also he is related to a game developer, and that is his dad. So, to make his life easier, there shouldn't be any regulation regarding his products, right? That is usually the main reason why he's trying so hard to defend his claim, because he knows if this goes through, if this passed on, if this has as much support as it gets, if he tried anything shitty towards his consumer in the near future, if he turns into a big corporate something, right? He knows he's gonna fuck his ass. That's the only way. That's the only reason, right? That is the only reason that I could see logically why he did this in the first place. Why he misconstrued everything, every word, every notion of the movement. It's because it's because he is on the other side. He is a game dev, right? He was in that industry. So he's still trying to be one. He still wants to be one of those big gaming corporate company. And with this movement, he knows very clearly if he tries anything shitty in the near future, this movement is the one that's gonna kick his ass, right? Gonna humble him real quick. Again, that's the only... Like, I know he's not incompetent, right? He's not incompetent. It's because he knows. It's because he knows what the movement is about. He understands it perfectly. He doesn't say it, but he understands it perfectly. It's just that he doesn't want this to bite his ass in the future. That's it. That, I think, is the biggest, at least in my belief, I think that is the biggest reason why he tried so hard to misunderstand the movement. And not only doubling, tripling down, quadrupling down on it. That's the only reason I can see, is that he knows if this movement pass through legislation, it's gonna bite his ass someday in the near future if he is planning to be like this multi-million dollar company, gaming company in the near future, right? It's gonna bite his ass. That's why. Like, what else, right? What else? Reading comprehension wise, sure. I don't think he has a problem with that. He understands it perfectly. That's why he keeps calling it ass. It's shit. He doesn't really support that. He's going to actively tell people not to support this movement. It's because he knows if this passed on, this movement will bite him in the ass in the near future. That's the main reason. Finally, oh my god, we got our Infinity Cannon back. Let's go. Should we standard fire? Standard fire. Okay, we don't need 2 of these. So yeah, like a lot of people, yeah, he is lying. Yeah, true, but he has a motive behind that lie. Why did he lie? That's it. It's because he is looking into the future, because he understands this movement perfectly. He just doesn't want to tell everyone perfectly about the movement, because he's trying so hard to cover his future ass, man. And we can see it blatantly, right? You can see it clearly, as clear as day, that is what he's trying to do. Because I've seen a lot of this, I would say, acting very poorly though. I've seen a lot of this acting here in my own country, but it's mostly regarding politician. Politician does this all the time, right? They do this all the fucking time, where if there is a policy that's trying to get passed, or they're trying to pass it in the legislation, I forgot. If they're trying to pass kind of like a regulation that destroy his ass, or interrupts his, main income, they're gonna act like this, right? Specifically how Pirate Software is acting currently. Deny everything, misunderstood everything, tell everyone they are trying to gaslight everyone as well, saying that they're wrong, he's right, they are misunderstanding what this movement is, he is not. It's acting. Everything's just an act so that he can cover his future ass if he tried to do these shitty practices that this movement is calling out. Look, do you understand why he's the only one that tries to gaslight people and misunderstood the whole movement? It's because he's trying to do something shitty in the near future. That's why. Other game dev actually support the movement. They actually are in line with the movement. Isn't it strange that how the other indie game dev are backing this up other than him? It's weird. It's weird. Or how the I forgot her name. How the Snow White actress from the Snow White movie say it. It's weird. Weird. Again, he's just acting. He's just acting. He's lying, yeah, for sure. Honestly, yeah. That's what acting is about. It's about portraying some character that is not... It's not you. It's not represented of you. It may sometimes, but not always. I mean, if he wasn't a game dev, he would be a very good politician if he tried to go there. All right, you're kind of wasting a lot of our resources here. Oh my god. we're still a bit further away from leveling up, I would imagine. Yeah, a lot of the internet is on fire this past 2 weeks. And it's mostly because of gaming news. Like, Xbox is trying to do the same thing as Nintendo on making the average game to have like $80 price tag. And the internet gets mad. And then with the Nintendo news, where they try to block a lot of Nintendo Switch that uses the mix switch, blah, and then again, a lot of news that the pirate software would stop killing game as well. Again, a lot of news that is trying to get the internet to flame them to crisp. It's rage bait for internet, right? For the internet specifically. Let's just give orders here. Guard. We need, yeah, then we're gonna need one more hit here. Again, the internet rage has been baited. Your move now, companies. Let's see if you can quench that rage. I'm guessing they wouldn't. They won't. Alright, cool. Speaking of, oh man, we're really running out of MPs already. It doesn't look good. You know what? Yeah, the perfect item for this is just MP driver. No, that's HP. Oh, we only have 2 more MP driver. Oh, it's not looking good. Alright. And we haven't even reached, like, both Russ and Rosie haven't even reached level 30 yet, and we're already running out of MP. Oh my god. But they are 1,000 away. They are 1,000 away to leveling up, so it's kind of close, but not really. Go. Like 1,000. It's like we'll see the EXP from this one, and then we can kind of like measure how much fights left that we need to do in order for them to level up. I think this party gives out like what, 200, 300 EXP each battle. Not too certain about that number. But let's say it's 200, right? Let's say it's around 200 or below. If it's 200, then we'll need about like 6 battle. Yeah, I think 6 more battles to level up. And that is still a long way to go. Not to mention Neo here, being a heavy boy that he is. Oh god. Alright, guard, guard, should we guard with Neo? Sure. You know what? No. We'll use Neo to finish this off. Alright, let's see it. Let's see how much EXP are we getting from everyone's party. Alright. I'm not holding my controller right now just so that I don't want to. 400. Okay, that's way more than we expected. So if the average is 400, then how much is left? 2 is 800, 3, right? 3, yeah. Around 3 more battles then. Alright, that's not bad. It's not bad. This is just for 1 level up, okay? This is just for 1 level up. That's it. And there's still a long way to go to the boss stage. Oh, we found the portal at least. Second battle. Let's keep going here. Go full throttle. Not alien ray. Again, the stop killing game movement should be like it should be a net positive for everyone, right? Like because of the movement, if the movement kind of like pass on to legislature, then companies wouldn't have this idea that consumer will just consume their game, right? Just because of who they are. By having that thought, they would think about, you know what, we have to make this game good. We have to make this game good, and you know, hopefully nothing bad happened, and they would do more due diligence because of that. Well, at least that's what I'm hoping for, right? Gamer will have a great game that they will have like forever. And even if it was a flop, you can still play the game without feeling like you've wasted your money, right? Because it will still be up, even though the company doesn't want to support it anymore, because it is on the people to kind of like support the game at that point, right? It would have been a win-win solution. Companies don't have to support this shitty game that people don't want to buy, and people will still have their money's worth from buying the game because it is backed up by the community, or backed up by a gaming org. No, I don't think that's the right term. A gaming community, at least, right? The community can support themselves at that point. Oh, I do want to wait. I do want to use my MP driver. It is such a waste. MP driver. Oh, sure, why not? Because I think early on, right? Early on, we didn't think about, oh, this game is gonna extinct, right? You can't, by at that time we still think like, oh, old games are purchasable, old games are available to be purchased anytime, anywhere, any day, right? But now, not so much, right? Not so much. The conversation tends to go like, all right, what happened to this game in the next 10 years or in the next 5 years even? Even like a year from its launch, that game could be extinct or non-existent after that, right? And then what is the repercussion for the players that try to support the game by buying the game, right? Then it will be then after that it will be a question of finances. Like, all right, I bought your game, but you've closed the game like online capability, and bear in mind the game is single player. It is also a single player game or multiplayer, or yeah, single player game, local, but it has online functionality. The problem here is that just because it has online functionality doesn't mean that if you cut off the server, then you cut off the game entirely, where it is in an unplayable state, right? It's not. It shouldn't be like that. But now with the terms and condition, they could actually do that. Where, again, I don't know why. I don't know why they would even do that. Like, let the player play it single player. Like, just because you couldn't support this server anymore doesn't mean you have to block the game entirely. Doesn't make any sense. That's where people are having a hard time understanding your motive or your intention. Right there. Like, yeah, like here's another example. Okay, I hate Survive, right? If the Digimon company started to not support Survive anymore, I wouldn't care less. But it would be problematic if people would cannot experience the hate I have for that game, right? Because at that point you can't prove yourself. There's no proof that the game is shitty because the game is non-existent, right? It's not. You can't play it anywhere else. You can't play it anywhere, so you can't really prove your point. People can't really prove your point. You can't, because they can't play the game. That's it. In a way, making a game like extinct is a way to kind of like reprimand the company's mistake. Because of the game not existing or has been terminated, the players can't really prove that it is as shitty as they are, as everyone is saying, right? Or even in the case of a good game being called shitty. Like, a lot of the reviews are shit, but then turns out the reviewer are dead wrong and are just, doing it for clickbait. You can't really prove that if the game is lost, if the game went extinct a few days after launch, right? Again, the more heavy argument is just that, okay, I bought the game, but you've basically terminated the game. Now, what happened to my money? Is it going to be returned? Because you kind of deleted your game, which I paid for, right? That's the main point of the movement. It's more of a consumer protection for gamers. Like we got screwed so many times because of this, right? I paid for a game which they terminated, and we've seen this a lot recently. Like the crew, I don't want to say this, but what's the Sony, Sony shooting thing, whatever? I forgot the name. That, and also even Square Enix with their I forgot what was the game. It was kind of like a mass multiplayer game thing, and they shut down the server. Gamers are pissed because they bought the game, and then they can't play the game because of that server shutdown. And like, what the fuck? That is so fucked up. And then what happened to? Can they get a refund? No, they can't. It feels like, oh, yeah, it feels shitty all around. Oh, that's it. That's mostly it, right? It feels shitty all around. What should we use? Probably this. Again, the money question is more well, how do you say it? It's more concrete of an argument than all of the other arguments. Just that. Just ask the question of that. What happened to my money now? You basically deleted the game that I bought. What about my money? Should I delete that money from you, right? I mean, that's basically it, right? That's basically what you should have done. If they tried to delete your game, then delete their money, right? In other word, ask for a refund. At least you get a refund for the shitty game that they deleted. If they can delete your game anytime, anywhere, without any reason, then you could delete the money from their bank account because it is your money with no reason as well. Like, what are you trying to pull here, right? It's just shit all around at this point. Again, the internet is just on fire because of gaming news. I mean, a lot of Indonesian would call this like, oh, this is a... Oh, wait. What's the word? Hold on. Let me check what is the English word for it. A diversion of issue, right? Diversion. Where they're trying so hard to make this an issue that we forgot there is another more important issue to it we needed to handle. I forgot. I'm pretty sure there's a word for it. I forgot what's the word for it. Like diversion is not really the word that I would use, or the words that I would often heard. I forgot. Oh wait, hold on. I think we have something. Nope. We bought the magnet missile 4, not the drill missile. God damn it. still haven't reached level 30 yet. Come on, level 30. We need you there. We need you now, buddy. Okay, again. Flip bomb. Okay, that's good. Man, it's really getting dark. Even though it's still 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Holy shit. Yeah, it's been raining heavy in my area. It's mostly nighttime. The rain is mostly at nighttime. But the problem is I do need to pick up my wife from her work. And it's usually around nighttime. So yeah, more problem for me, more than not. Problem for me more than not, right? Yeah, I don't really like Batemon, man. He's weird. He's weird. I wonder who is the. I wonder who designed Batemon. It feels like they have a very strange taste. I mean, from the looks of it, I believe he is more inspired by like alien sighting. No, sighting. Yeah, sighting. Of alien sighting in the USA, right? They often depict alien like Batemon, generically. Alright, hold on. I do need to check on my Digimons here. Okay, we're getting really low on MP again. But I think the main Digimon we want to heal his MP is just Russ here. Alright. Okay, I remember specifically this room being such a pain in my ass. Yeah, see? Pain in my ass. Was it this or was it another one? I don't remember. Ah, god damn it, we don't have any missile for this. Pretty sure we are gonna need a missile for that, don't we? And I wish we don't. I wish we don't need it. But as we step into this, you know. Okay, there's nothing here. Never mind. I was about to say something wise there, but nope. I feel like I've been wiser to not say anything. Yeah, I think that's mostly why. Currently, I'm not. I don't, even during currently it's summer sale on Steam, right? Even during summer sale, I don't feel like I want to buy any games currently because a lot of the good game already got, and a lot of the games that I'm playing currently uh, are not those games. Are not the games that are bought specifically. Oh, I forgot. There was one other thing that made the internet on fire. It was the Shadowverse debacle. Oh yeah, that is also. Yeah, man. Every like gamers currently like in this past 2 weeks has been rage baited by every single company. Like every single company, every single individual, like it's been rage bait after rage bait after rage bait. We are being baited with rage right now. Our rage has been baited by every single individual that can bait it. Oh god. Look at our MP right now. Oh god. We do have this. Should we? Maybe not. I think we can survive with just this. No, let's go with a small AoE. We'll go with small AoE now. Alright. Right. Can use you. Rosie. Go for that. Card for the rest. And our MP are not looking good, buddy. Our MP is not looking good. We need those level up fast, man. We need those level up fast. Alright, hold on. Yeah, you know what? Gonna end the video for YouTube here. Alright. YouTube audience, thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate every one of you. If you want to check out my stream live, you can go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Jedi10, and follow me there. Say hi to chat from me when I'm live. Alright. Bye-bye, YouTube audience.